Hello, Gundam here today, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the, well, I guess you can call it custom old Gundam, I guess, kind of, because I did little modifications on this guy. As you can see, quite noticeable, the head has been, V-fin has been changed up a little, and I kind of added a little G and Vulcan under its forearm. Gotta close that up. And I changed the arm guards so that they're white. That's pretty much about it for the little mods I did. Oh yeah, and the little fins on the head. Well, I guess I'll tell you the story right now. First colors. Normal Gundam colors: white, blue, yellow, red, and gray. That's what it comes with for Gundam colors. And there is clear for the dome of the Gundam, and I colored it with clear Tamiya green. But obviously you can hardly even see it because, well, it's pretty dark and it's only like a half dome, so I'm not surprised if you can't see it at all. Well, the story for the head is that I was working on the Gundam, and what happened was that I saw that I was panel lining the face, and there was the lines, and it was like smudged out a little. So then I had to take off the V-fin, and I had to take my X-Acto knife and shave it a little down. But as I was putting in the V-fin, what happened was that the polycaps were so loose, I guess you would call it, loose, that when I was putting back the V-fin, since the V-fin had like a little stiff issue, I was pushing it as it went in, and it just went like this, and my hand just smacked, and then the V-fin went flying, which I have no idea where it went. And as you can see, I couldn't find it and didn't have any super glue, so, well, I had no hope anyways of remaking it. And you know, actually I kind of enjoy it. And the part for this V-fin story was that as I didn't like, well, actually I only had like the torso and arms built, so I couldn't do a full review of it back then. So for this V-fin, I took the Quantas, the 00 Quantas V-fin, and used it. And as I was working, I had to cut the V-fin in half because I wanted to make it like so it could look kind of like the old Gundam V-fin, but it didn't work. So then I eventually came to gluing them back together in one V-fin. Added a little, I don't know if you can see that, added a little fin piece at the front, and then I sandwiched it with the two other pieces. I had to shave down the front, cause, well, the one V-fin kind of, that one little fin that stuck out kind of looked weird. And that's about it for that story. And the G and Vulcan that I made under the arm, gave it under the arm, was kind of just a random thought, because I kind of, well, this guy had super little amount of accessories, and as you know, the RX-78-2 Gundam had a head Vulcans, so it would be kind of normal, since it's kind of the prototype of Exia, well, kind of all Gundam, but you know, having maybe Vulcans would kind of come back to the tradition of every Gundam having like Vulcans somewhere on their body. Well, almost every Gundam except for some Gundams, I guess. And that's pretty much about it for the story. And oh man, these arms were a pain, like pain in the ass. Just they had so many problems with these hands. The arm guards were just made so changed so that because I like white and gray, but these hands are a pain in the ass because these are the only hands that will stay in the ball joints, or technically in the space that is given for the hand to go in. And any other Gundam hand that you put in would just wobble all over wobble all over the place like crazy, which kind of pissed me off. And the the biggest problem there was just that the beam rifle would just flop all over the place. And I thought that since they were a little the hands were a little bigger than um, the other Gundams I tried, and it kind of fit better. It kind of like stood there for a little longer. And I tried to use those arms, but they flop around way too much. And then, well, I couldn't care less about it, so I eventually ended up using these guys back again. I thought it was the polycaps, but no, it was actually the arms, hands itself. But now, for some reason, well, I know the reason, but these rifles, the rifle stand stays in like awesome, like literally, it's like really good compared to the old times. As you can see, well, it stays better than before because, well, let me just, well, once it was because the handguard, because the handguard was just that I had to switch it with oh crap, I'm wasting so much time. But this is gonna be pretty much a really long review, so yeah. The arm guard was switched with a 00 Gundam's arm guard because I wanted a white one. So pretty much I switched it out, and so yeah. And I also made it a custom rifle because, well, I never knew that I'd actually find a better arm guard that would actually make it fit. But after I made this rifle, which is kind of a prototype of the Reborn's Gundam's rifle, after that, wow, I was just pretty pissed how it actually stood in hand. But I honestly like this rifle a lot better. I had to like shave it down a little because there was this little protrusion which held this rifle in place, and pretty much I made this rifle, which is pretty cool, I guess. The shield can stay in place quite nicely. Actually not really that good, because this will just flop down. Well, sometimes it would, because what I did was I used to put it on the back, which is terrible. Just don't do that, because that's not what you're supposed to do. On the instruction it says this side, but yeah, that's exactly it. You have to shave down a super amount if you want it to actually fit in quite nicely for the outside. But I had to pay the price, and it like bended out so much that you couldn't even put it on for like that way anymore. So there's also a beam saber, which I'm probably not gonna pose with it. No story against that. As you can see, I have two different beams. First season, which is flat beam, which it comes with it, and second season, which is the round beam, which I do prefer. And I'm not gonna pose it in the hand because, well, I'm just probably gonna hurry up with this review. And that's pretty much. And there's the Gen drive, which I prefer to actually put the battery, because it kind of looks a lot cooler rather than a dome sticking out, and kind of more less futurish, more current type of Gundam. For articulation, I guess I'm gonna have to go in now. Articulation won't take that long. Head goes up and down, rotates 360 somewhat. Yep. Forward and back, up and down. Shoulders move a little bit in and out, up and down, in and out. Rotates above the elbow, bends awesomely, almost 180, not quite, about like 135 or somewhat like that. The arms rotate 360 and wiggle some. The side skirts probably everyone will say it's a pain in the ass. Just buy some crazy glue or super glue, kind of put some on and kind of wiggle it around. Don't leave it so that it'll just freeze right on the ball joint. Have it like moving around a little, so then the glue just stiffens up kind of. The front skirts move up, side skirts move up some. Back skirts don't move because of gimmick. The legs go forwards and back, in and out. Well, quite nicely, because as you can see, there's like those polycaps there, and you can do almost a split as good as O Gundams, double O Gundams. Knees bend, rotates above the thigh, I guess, which kind of cool. Bends. There's two joints, one up there and one in the foot itself, which bends it side to side, up and down, and there's a ball joint that protrudes and sticks into the side of the ankle. So all in all, this Gundam the gimmick. The gimmick is just a little, peg, which kind of makes up for the ARC-78 to having that gimmick for the bazooka, which it doesn't have. But all in all, this is a great mobile suit. I definitely recommend it. Not exactly. Well, actually, recommendations probably. This is a great suit, but honestly, if you find the wrong, if it comes with like bad polycaps, I think better polycaps I got from were kind of from Seraphim Gundam, and well, that's pretty much all I gotta say about this guy. Not much else to say. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna panel in this guy. I want to actually make like grunt suits or something like this. Well, yeah, like GMs or GMs or whatever they're called, and like have them with the battery packs. Oh, it would have been so cool if Bandai actually included like another piece which had double beam sabers. That would have been pretty cool. I mean, kind of could have went more of the ARC-78-2 and less future. Well, kind of. Well, it makes it look a lot cooler. And it only needed one beam saber anyways. Well, that's probably about it for the review, and hope you enjoyed it. Recommendations, probably so. It has amazing articulation, just saying. But the problem is I got terrible polycaps, which when I held my hand here, it went whoop, like bam, for no reason. Recommendations, yeah, go get yourself one of these guys. I think I've been repeating that for quite a amount of times, but definitely get yourself one of these if you're lucky enough to get good polycaps instead of what I got. And hope you guys have good luck in getting one of these guys. I think that's about it for what I had to say, blabbing on about something you don't care about. But about here, signing out.